Välkomna tillbaka till Fondfunderingar. Idag ska vi fokusera på en tillgång som har ganska så stor betydelse för den svenska ekonomin, nämligen skog. Och priset på timmer har rört sig ganska så mycket under året och idag så tänkte jag att vi skulle lära oss mer om vad som ligger bakom de här prisrörelserna. Vilka faktorer ligger bakom prissättningen för skog? Vilka risker finns det med att investera i råvaran? Och vad får man egentligen om man köper en skogsfond? Ja, allt det och mycket mer ska jag fråga Kari Kangas som är skogsexpert och som även förvaltar en skogsfond. Ja, vi kör igång med intervjun med Kari på en gång. Welcome to Fondfunderingar, Kari. Nice to have you here with us on link.
Thank you very much.
So today we're going to talk about forest, and it's an asset that's very important for both Sweden and Finland, and it's also something that's it's exported all over the world. So Kari, can you please tell me a little bit about this and why forestry from Sweden and Finland is so attractive?
The secret behind this, it's our coniferous forests and the long fiber these forests are producing. And our good infrastructure, our well-developed forest industry that is producing value-added products, as you said, all over the world. We are not exporting timber, but intermediate and final products.
Okay, so has the climate here in Scandinavia got anything to do with this, that we have such a good forestry?
First of all, of course, that's one of the most important things. We have this taiga forest that is growing slowly. People oftentimes say that, well, how can you be competitive with eucalyptus that is growing so fast? But these northern forests that grow slowly, they produce also very solid timber, for example, for construction. So it is very strong material.
Okay, so why is forestry a good investment type?
Forest can be seen as an alternative asset class. The most important characteristics as an investment is that it has very low correlation with other asset classes. It has also considerably low volatility. It's a good inflation hedge. And as we foresters say that forests, they are growing whatever they write in Dagens industry.
Okay, so what risks are there then to owning a forest? I'm thinking about forest fires, there's different bugs, there's storms that can have a big effect on forestries. How do you think that you should think about this?
You mentioned the biggest risks. As we are talking about nature, they are natural risks. Forest management, that is the most important thing, that do the management practices and procedures on time. Good forest hygiene against bugs and so forth.
Okay, and the price of timber has increased rapidly this last few months. What is it that's behind this price increase?
That is natural economic cycle. In 2018, we were in the top of economic cycle in the forest industry. Then we came down, and then the pandemic erupted, and the Chinese pulp users, they had stocks full, and the economies were closed for several months. Now they are opening up again, and pulp demand is increasing. So that's basically driven by demand for pulp.
Okay. And I also want to talk about something that's behind the price, because over the last couple of years, there's been a couple of really big affairs. So what is behind the pricing of forest? If you sell forest, how do you price it?
That is a crucial question, that how much do you pay for the forest property? That is a decisive factor for the yield of the investment. Every property is different, so there are actually plenty of factors that you should consider. First of all, the volume of the standing stock, species, structure, age, bonitet, quality of timber, accessibility, whether you can harvest the property throughout the year or only in a good winter, and so forth. So these are, from my point of view, the most crucial factors.
Okay. So if you buy a forest fund, do you instantly own a forest, or can it be companies that have some sort of a relationship to the forest industry?
Absolutely, you will become a happy forest owner.
Okay, so you, in your fund, you own forestry?
Yes.
Okay, and you also mentioned when we talked about pricing that age is one of the crucial parts, and what I'm thinking about is that forestry, it's not really a quick investment, because it can take anywhere between 70 to 100 years for a forest to grow back up again. So if you then harvest a forest, is that immediately just useless, or what do you do with that space? And how should you think about this if you're investing in forestry?
It's nothing but useless. I mean, forest, according to the law, to start with, has to be regenerated. Whether you do it by planting or whether you use natural regeneration, you should see it as an investment. So you are building a future forest, and as soon as you have established a young stand, it has value, and you can calculate the future cash flows, the net present value. Of course, they will be far away in the future, but anyway, it starts to create value.
Okay, interesting. Well, it's been lovely to have you here with us today to learn a bit more about the forest industry. So thank you for that, Kari.
My pleasure.